You're such a breath of fresh air on the show. I absolutely loved you last season, and I can't wait for you to be there again this upcoming season.
Hey, it's never guaranteed.
It's never guaranteed, but I feel like you need to be back. A redemption season.
I would like to have a job. I would like to have a steady income. Yes. So that's the goal. But also, too, I've dreamed of being on the show. So every single year they'll have me, I'm honored. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this has been a goal for a long time, right?
Ever since I was a kid.
Ever since that year. So when you got that phone call, what was your initial reaction? Were you like, oh my God, I only have a couple of days to prepare?
I was in disbelief.
Yeah.
I really, truthfully did not believe I was going to be picked up as a pro. Because the season before, I wasn't even brought back as a troupe.
Oh. Okay.
So they didn't have troupe that year.
Sure.
So it was very hard not being a part of the show. So I thought my journey on the show was over. When I got the call, the casting director was a little nervous because I was like unresponsive and I was like very scared. And she's like, "Are you okay?" And I truthfully told her I just was not expecting that news at all. But as you can imagine, it was the best news I could possibly hear.
Oh my God, yeah. Do you have to kind of like re-audition every single year? Like, how does that work?
One year I actually did.
Okay.
But every single year the audition process is completely different.
Okay.
Even the first season that I joined, it was a Zoom process because it was during COVID.
Sure,
so,
yeah.
As you can imagine, the audition process changes drastically.
Yeah. But here you are.
Here we are. We got the gig.
We got the gig. You know, if you are a pro going into this season, how will you approach things differently? What do you want to do different? What do you wish you can go back and do different last season?
No regrets, babe.
No regrets.
No regrets. But I will say, going into this next season, if there's something that is different from last, is the amount of confidence I have.
Sure.
Dancing with Anna taught me so much, but it also taught me how I can make the most out of any opportunity.
Sure.
Girl, I was cut first, but I still made a huge impact on the show with social media and the TikTok and the other pros and everyone involved. So, as you can imagine, going into next season, I'm just feeling confident.
Yeah.
Because even if I'm given someone who, let's say, isn't a front runner, I know I'm just going to make the most out of it no matter what.
Sure. So you didn't take away nothing.
No, girl, I took away everything.
Everything.
She may have gotten nothing, but on the other hand, I got a lot. I got a lot on my end.
Do you still keep in touch?
Yeah, so last time I was in the city, we had dinner.
Okay.
We got along really well, and that's a connection that it's a very interesting connection, but one that I'll cherish for the rest of my life.
Yeah. Did you realize the first moment that you met her that it was going to be a dancing challenge?
It was going to be a challenge throughout all the fronts. Because when she joined the show, the only time she watched it was in prison.
Sure.
So when she told me that, I was like, this is crazy. But for me, it was just basically explaining the whole process of the show. Me explaining to her, no, you're not dancing with Reggie Val Johnson, you're dancing with me. And yeah, that part was difficult, just trying to getting her head wrapped around the whole show and the whole idea behind it. But truthfully, she didn't understand how big it was until after that first episode.
Really?
Yeah.
And what did her mindset shift at all, or was she
It sure as hell did. Yeah. But what was really unfortunate was I definitely feel like her mentality about being on the show switched a little too late.
Yeah.
Because even a couple days before she was eliminated, that's when she was really tapped in. And it was just the timing wasn't there, girl.
Timing wasn't there.
Yeah.
Was there ever a moment that like she got too nervous to go on, like to dance or anything like that? Or
she's human.
Sure. Yeah.
I definitely feel like feeling nerves, especially for something like Dancing with the Stars, is such a vulnerable experience. You're gonna feel those nerves no matter what. So it's our jobs as pros to make sure that they feel safe and secure going into it.
Yeah, definitely. Well, we have 4 people announced for this season. So far, we have Robert, we have Alex, we have Jen, and Whitney.
Yes.
If you were to choose from this group, who would you choose to be your partner?
Look, compared to my previous partner, I'll be glad with any of them. But I will say, even still, those 4 celebrities are so good, like such good casting, and I definitely feel like all 4 of them will have such a great run on the show. Yeah. I feel how excited they are. I feel their nerves. I definitely am excited for them to do it. So it's going to be interesting to see their journey on the show.
Yeah, if you were to call up like casting right now and be like, if there was a person, like a dream partner for you, who would it be?
Oh, I get to ask that all the time, and my answer is constantly changing. But right now, it's Trisha Paytas.
Okay.
I would love to have Trisha Paytas on the show. I just did her podcast. We get along really well. She's iconic. She has some dance ability. We did a little dance TikTok, so I saw how she danced a little bit. But I hope she gets to do it someday.
Yeah.
But also, it was the same because I filmed a little bit of Secret Lives of Mormon Wives for season 3. I'm gonna be in a little bit of it. I don't know how that's gonna go about. So I was able to dance with Jen on the show, and just hearing how much she wanted to do the show, I was really rooting for her. So hearing how she is gonna do the show, I'm very excited for her.
What do you think about having 2 Mormon wives?
Girl, the more the merrier.
The more the merrier.
There's never enough Mormons on Dancing with the Stars. There's so many of us right now. And so I definitely feel like it's going to bring an interesting storyline into season 34.
Yeah. Why do you think that is? Because I feel like so many ballroom dancers come from Utah, have a Mormon background a little bit. Is it just something that that is just in the culture there?
Everyone in Utah has a thing. Okay, my thing was dance. But my neighbor's thing was piano. Like every kid had like a sport and activity. So for a lot of it, dance was huge, and the dance culture in Utah is really big too. Especially with ballroom, it was really brought into BYU as a way for men to treat women. Very interesting, right? And then they introduced it to high schools, and I feel like that trickled down into like literally society. So you have so many dance studios now teaching ballroom and all these different kinds of styles, but it's a very vibrant dance community in Utah.
Yeah, I think that's so interesting. I love that. Yeah. That's so great.
And good TV too.
And great TV. Are you obsessed with Mormon Wives?
I am. More than I'd like to admit. I watched the first season. I watched it with my friend Alexis, and we're both from Utah. And we were just glued. I loved it so much, and it's nice to watch something. I'm like, it reminds me of home.
It does remind you of home. Yeah.
Unfortunately, it does.
Do you feel like it? How do you feel like it represents the Mormon culture? Because I'm sure so many people have opinions.
Because those moms are bad. Utah moms are bad. Especially the moms that I dealt with, because I grew up in a dance studio. I literally spent 24 hours of my day at a dance studio. So the moms I was around were dance moms. And if there's one thing you don't fuck with is their money and their kids. So I got to see a lot of interesting personalities growing up. So I loved getting to see kind of similar characters, but on a TV show.
Yeah, what was it like filming this upcoming season then with them?
It was very short. I danced with Jen. I didn't know in season 2 how she left. I didn't know that storyline. I didn't know any of it. So I just taught her. She was fully pregnant. Taught her a little salsa. She crushed it.
I love it.
And she opened up about her experience leaving Utah and coming back. And obviously won't get into that now, but I really enjoyed my time with her.
I think that's so great. Do you think that they're at a bit of an advantage? I mean, obviously they're TikTok dancing. It's very different than ballroom dancing, but do you feel like they have kind of a one-up?
There is an advantage there. Anyone with any kind of dance experience will have a leg up. Because you'll have someone who's literally never even touched before, and that's like what the most basic thing you can do.
Yeah.
So you're working from the ground up, but for them, they kind of have a good sense of rhythm, and you see in their TikToks they're doing their thing. You can sense that they have a little bit of dance ability. They can understand rhythm. They can understand timing. So they definitely have a leg up.
And these girls are cutthroat.
They are cutthroat, and they know how to TikTok, and that's really big for me, so yes.
I feel like this is the first time we've ever had 2 people from the same show on the same season, too, if I'm not mistaken. So what do you think about that?
I think it's very interesting, and I don't know. I'm curious to see how it will unfold.
Yeah.
Because we never really know why they'll have them.
Sure.
We can have our speculation, but we always know the reason when the season's done.
Yeah.
So we'll see how it unfolds.
And then we have Robert.
He's
gonna be so great.
Zaddy, he's so hot.
I'm sure he's gonna be
so
shirtless.
hot.
Right?
And I really, because when I saw his Bonds underwear ad, I was living. I was like, damn, he is fine. But I really didn't know until, because Riley and I were at the Get Real Hulu event. We're basically hosting it.
Yeah.
We didn't necessarily announce Robert. Julianne did, but when he came in with that snake around his neck and he was shirtless, I was feeling things that I may have not, maybe shouldn't have felt. I'm very excited.
I'm very excited.
I'm speechless. I'm looking back, I was speechless, and I'm speechless right now.
Well, he's got some big shoes to fill too, because Bindi won Dancing with the Stars a number of years ago, so I'm sure maybe a little bit of added pressure.
I definitely can feel how he has pressure, but from my experience with him, he has such a good mindset and such positive energy. I think even if he doesn't have the best dance ability, he's going to make the most out of the show no matter what.
Yeah, and then we have Alec.
Alex!
Yes, it's going to be so great.
The cast is stacked!
Yes.
Oh, Alex Earl. So when they announced Alex Earl, I felt like I was like the only one not in the loop. I don't know, because I've been in the loop with everyone, and next thing you know, they announced her. I was like, why the fuck did they not tell me? Like, what the fuck? I feel like everyone knew but me. But I'm very excited for Alex. She is having a huge year, and she's definitely an it girl right now. So. Very excited for her to hit that ballroom floor. It's going to be
an epic season. You know, Dancing with the Stars always makes history. I feel like every single year they kind of, you know, push the boundaries or experiment with partners and things like that. How do you feel they should do that this year if you were in charge?
Personally, I love that you said that because my ultimate dream is to have a same-sex pairing on the show. I would love to have that ability to dance with a guy because, especially growing up, that was something that I was never allowed to do, but I was always interested in.
Sure, yeah.
And especially as a guy, I was very much taught to be masculine when I dance. So I would love to be able to dance with someone and just play with different roles. Do I think this year is the year to do it? I don't know. Yeah. But we'll see if it ever happens and when.
Definitely. I think didn't we see Derek and Mark do it last year on the show? And it was so beautiful.
Yeah,
it really was.
I talked to Derek about that too, and I told him how much it meant to me seeing a performance like that on Dancing with the Stars. And he mentioned how it was to open a door. Yeah. So let's see if that door opens. We'll find out.
I hope so, because it really was. It was like the highlight of the season for me. It was so good. Yeah.
And they're both legends. They're both so iconic. So that dance was spectacular.
It really was. Yeah. Do you enjoy like a theme week? Are you like all about it? Or does it add like more like, oh, you're like, now I have to think about the theme and the dance and everything like that?
It's a mixed bag, especially with the pros.
Sure.
A lot of us love our creative control, so it's hard having a theme. But for me, I love a theme week. I definitely feel like it ties an episode together. Yeah. Personally, that's how I feel about it, and I don't have to think of creative. It's so nice. They get to do the work. But my favorite theme weeks are like Disney. Yes. It's always such a big week, and Halloween week is always a fun week too. That's when we get the most makeup, the hair. Totally. That's when we're like the most Dancing with the Stars of five. It's a really fun time.
Fan of guest judges?
I love Gene Simmons. Like, he really brought his A game. Yeah. I have a mixed feeling about these judges because with Carrie Ann, Bruno, and Derek, they're very reputable judges. Carrie Ann and Bruno have been there since the dawn of time. Yeah. They definitely have deserved their seat, and I respect everything they have to say. Derek has been in the shoes of a pro, and he has like 50 mirror balls already. Like he's like, I'm gonna get another one. I'm gonna go to Walgreens right now and go buy a mirror ball. He has too many of them. So with Derek, I respect him as well. So whenever they have a guest judge, it's definitely a different opinion and a different perspective for us pros to hear. And sometimes it's like a Gene Simmons, we're like, yo, this is like a joke. Are you kidding me? But he brings a campiness to it, a funness. He generates headlines, which is good for the show. So I'm undecided on guest judges. Undecided for now.
Yeah, it seems like the show, like everybody bonds together so much. Is that true? Like, is that real? Because it comes through. Okay.
And I say we're bonded through shared experience. No one knows what it's like to be a pro, truly, than the other pros. Yeah. So you really win the season. We're all stressed. All of us are. And we're all under high pressure. So we all really lean on each other just to get through every week. Yeah. And even with Anna, showing Britt videos of her dancing, asking Jenna how to help her with the New Yorker. It's every single week. It's a family. We're all just getting through it together, which is truly why Dancing with the Stars is so special and so unique.
You know, everybody was tuning into your TikToks around.
I hope so.
Well, everybody does anyway, but especially during the whole Brooks Gleb.
We live for that.
We live for the tea for that, and you were so invested.
Yeah, I was. I mean, I have no life, so I was like teaching a convicted felon how to dance and then like being a gossiper with Brooks and Gleb. Like I live for. Especially with Riley and I, like, we don't have much to talk about, but when that stuff was going down, we were really happy about that.
Yeah, we were. Feel like we have a lot to talk about. We have so much to discuss. Were you upset, sad, surprised that things ended between them?
I was rooting for them. Yes. Call me crazy. I feel like I was the only one that was. I was like, this is crazy. I just love Gleb, and I have such a huge heart for him. And going into the season, I remember like interacting with Brooks, and I was like, Gleb, I feel like, I don't know, I feel like you guys might get along. And at the time he was like, I'm not dating, whatever. I mean, a week later they were like all over each other. But I was very happy for them until it wasn't so happy.
And then
I was sad and then eating popcorn. Especially at the finale when we knew that they were both going to be there. I made sure that there was popcorn and crafty because I was sad for sure.
Sad for sure. No, totally.
Yeah.
How's he doing?
Oh, he's great.
He's good.
I was just at the Zombies premiere.
Yes, I saw your Gleb is hot shirt.
I texted it to him a little before. He didn't respond. I'm like, this is crazy. Because he's in his Joshua Tree era right now.
Okay.
Like, he's living it up in Joshua Tree.
Okay.
So he actually saw it when I was there, and he was laughing hysterically. And I just love my relationship with Gleb. He's a really good guy.
No, definitely. I have to ask, though, because Brooke's sister said that she saw the trailer shaken every time that they were together. Did you see it too?
I'm gonna plead the fifth on that one. I'm gonna plead the fifth on that one.
Are you ready for the gossip coming on this season?
Are you
and Riley
me?
going to
My
be?
life is so boring. I need new gossip.
We're ready. What are your stances on like showmances when it comes to Dancing with the Stars?
I live for it, but if it's pushed, I'm not living for it.
Yeah.
So, and I definitely feel like you can tell with my content and how I comment and all that kind of stuff, because I definitely I try to stay true to who I am with social media.
Yeah.
But yeah, I live for showmance, but if it's a forced showmance, girl, I feel with Brooks and Gleb at first when they were starting to be a thing, I felt that forced showmance, and I feel like a lot of people did too. I definitely felt that. But dare I say they started falling in love. So that's when things got a little tricky, and that's when I started feeling for them, and then it went sideways.
And then it went sideways.
Yeah, it went really sideways.
Hopefully they're both happy.
Yes.
Yes, and moving on.
Wishing them the best.
Wishing them the best. Yes. I love your friendship with Jojo.
Getting to meet her and getting to see her journey on the show was so inspiring for me. And then I went to go on tour with her, and that's when we truly bonded and became so close. And I'm truly just so happy for her.
Yeah, it seems like she's happy, very happy in this season of her life.
Yeah.
Especially with Chris.
I'm like, Jesus Christ!
Right?
I'm like, even my lesbian friends found like a 6 foot like English man. Like, what am I doing wrong? Like, genuinely, what am I doing wrong? When she told me, I was shocked, but then there's something about Chris that is bringing out a genuine side to her that I obviously get to see all the time. So getting to see other people see that side of her, it makes me so happy, and I definitely feel like that's because of Chris.
I love that so much for her. Yeah. How do you feel like because obviously she handles things in the spotlight that a lot of other people don't have to handle, like a lot of opinions and things like that. And I mean, how do you feel like she handles that?
She unfortunately has been dealing with that ever since she was a kid. And for being as close to her as I am, I've definitely felt that energy too.
Yeah.
And it's hard. It's hard seeing your friend go through something like that, but she has very thick skin.
Yeah.
And she perseveres every single day. Being around that really inspires me too.
Yeah. I know that she was very instrumental in your coming out, right? Yeah, I think that's so great. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, she basically was that helping. I was in the closet, and she was that hand that got me out of it. Every single day that year. When I was on tour with her, it was constant talks about my inner homophobia, why I felt uncomfortable wearing things that were sparkly, why I didn't like wearing makeup, just really tackling a lot of things that was taught to me as a kid that wasn't okay. And she really brought those issues to light, and she helped me work through them.
I love that.
She's a great egg. She's a great friend.
Yeah, you know, when I was looking up some stuff to discuss with you for this interview, I came across that video of you and your mom and the tattoo, and I honestly was like crying at my desk because it was so beautiful. And then I know that like you two have come so far in your relationship. Can you talk to me about that?
It's weird because growing up, I didn't really have the best relationship with my mom.
Yeah.
And it was because I was really scared of who I was, and I didn't know if she was going to accept that.
Yeah.
So as you can imagine now, I have the best relationship with her. She is so supportive, but ultimately what I love about her and her journey is how she was able to look through her ignorance and look through what she was taught in our environment growing up and really just see her love for me. And that is something that is so powerful. I think it's something that not many people have in their lives right now, which I'm really grateful to have.
Yeah, she must be so proud of you.
She is. Oh my God, she is. And I just moved into an apartment. I got a guest room because I want my mom to be out in LA more with me. But I love my mom. She's
I love
the best.
that. I love that so much. Have your DMs been blowing up ever since you were like a pro on Dancing with the Stars?
Oh yeah, every single day.
What is it? What does the DMs look like?
Oh, geez, it's like if there's ever like a new convicted hot felon, it's like they got to be your partner next season. Like that's the big one. It was like Julie Chrisley, and then who was the next one? That
Karen Reed.
Karen Reed. Oh, and then it was Karen Reed, and then, huh?
Acquitted.
Acquitted.
And then it was Luigi. I was like, Jesus. I was like, we're going to stray away from convicted felons
Right,
for now.
but I feel like a Chrisley could definitely.
I feel like we can make it work.
Right?
Anna Delvey is rooting for me to have Julie Chrisley next season.
Okay.
She is rooting for me. When that whole lore was happening, she sent me a text. She texted, I hope you have Julie Chrisley next season. And I said, I fear we'll make it further than you. Because it's true, I fear we could.
I feel like that might, maybe not, well, I feel like Julie Chrisley might be on the show then.
Her or the husband.
Her or the husband.
I dance with either, it's fine.
Right?
We'll make
you
it
know
work.
ABC was calling them immediately.
Yes, immediately.
We need to get you on a plane out to LA.
Yes.
It's going to be an epic season.
Yeah,
I can't wait for it. I'm so excited. I'm sure you'll be back, but that you'll be back next season, right? You'll be back.
Yes, and we'll probably hopefully make it past 1 week. That's the goal.